If you're a high-achieving career mom and you've ever wondered, why does it feel like creating extra income feels hard? Then this video is for you. Because the truth is, most career moms aren't struggling because they lack discipline. They're struggling because the income model they're using was never designed for the life that they're currently living. And guess what? We're fixing that today. It's time to clock in. If you're new here, my name is Akilah B, and I'm doing something that I'm calling Getting the Soreness Out series, where I'm showing up consistently, sharing what I know while designing my life and elevating my income while committing to 100 YouTube videos. I know, delusional, right? I work with career moms who are already successful in their careers, from being leaders, managers, professionals, engineers, and the pattern is always the same. They don't lack work ethic. What they lack is an income model that respects their time, their energy, and their mental load. When I stopped telling women to do more and started helping them to re-engineer how income fits into their real life, results changed, and they changed fast. And for this exact reason, this is why I don't teach hustle. I teach design. Like, gone are the Gary V days. And I get it. I love myself some Gary V. But do y'all remember back in the day when it was just like grind, 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 grind? And think of it. He's a male. We've been building a lot of things out of this masculine energy. And it's time to tap back into our femininity. And that's why I teach it the way I teach it. But don't get me wrong. I was one of those get rich or die trying boss babe type of girl. But it's a new day. Here's a quick shift that you can do today that can immediately reduce overwhelm. It's time to go to the thought store. So instead of asking yourself, because let's be clear, when you ask yourself qualified questions, you will get a qualified answer. It's just the byproduct. So instead of asking yourself, well, how can I make more money? Instead, try this on. Where can income fit into the life that I already have? When income is added around existing capacity instead of being piled on, like racks on racks on racks, the execution becomes lighter. This simple shift alone is the reason why some women move forward and while others stay stuck. But I already know where your brain went when I started this video. Probably when you read the title, subconsciously, your brain went to, well, how will I have time for that? How will I find the time to make more money? I'm already stretched thin in my career. I'm already stretched thin at home, being a wife, being a mom, kids' activities, all the things. So Akilah, tell me, where will I find time to do all that? This is actually why I created a simple planning tool to help career women who wants to create and or increase income without sacrificing their peace. It's called the 4 hours to 4K plan sheet, and it is designed to help you figure out where can you find pockets of time to create an additional stream of income. And plus also, it's not just a tool to help you see where you can find additional time, but it has also shined some light on multiple clients to see where they are spending time that is really unnecessary. Like they've been doing the same exact thing just because it's what they are used to doing. It's what they've always done. It's what people will automatically say, okay, give it to such and such, she'll handle it. Think about it. PTA meetings, choir director. Like if none of this is serving you right now in your life, it's time to delete. And this is not what this video is about. So I'll just link it below and you can see and check it out and see if it's, something that can work for you. Okay, so here's the part no one really wants to talk about, but this is the part where something usually clicks. Most career moms stay salary capped because all of their income is tied to time. Think about it. Even raises and promotions are still tied to more responsibility, more mental load, and more hours. Digital income works differently. And disclaimer, when it's built correctly, because like I said, we've been built and taught to do things on this masculine scale when we need to just tone back, soften up, and step into our femininity. Instead of trading time for money, digital income allows you to trade decisions for money. You decide once what problem you solve, how you package it, how it fits into your schedule, and that decision can simply pay you repeatedly, over and over and over. And that's the difference between hustle income and leverage income, my friend. Most women never see this because it hasn't been explained to them in this capacity, in this way. If this idea is landing for you, the 4 hours to 4K plan sheet, and I keep saying plan sheet, but just know it's an actual workshop because I have an entire walkthrough video where I'm going to hold your hand and help you go through this process. But it helps you to visualize what leverage can look like in your own life. How can I say this? So it's not something that I've created like a done one fits all type of thing. No, you're going to specifically personalize this plan sheet to your exact life. So this is where we stop fake working. This is where we stop getting out of theory and put the ish on paper. So what this planning tool really is, it's a clarity tool and then it's a planning sheet. Here's what I want you to take from this video today. You did clock in, right? Okay, let me know in the comments. From where? You don't need more motivation. You don't need to become a different person. You need a smarter income structure. Start with the plan sheet. It will help you see what's possible without committing to anything. And I don't know, I just have a feeling that someone is still on the fence. So let me just give you a quick crash course. If you don't even want to download the sheet, the workshop, whatever you want to call it, do this. Take out a sheet of paper, grab one, get a pen, write the 7 days of the week across Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Draw lines, halfen it up with time blocks on each side. And let's just do this because this is what I teach in this workshop. Before you put anything on your calendar, let's go ahead and put your non-negotiables. What does that look like for you? Put down your 9 to 5. Each block, if you work from 9 to 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, should say work. Just put work from Monday to Friday in all those little time blocks, okay? And you can leave the 12 o'clock or whatever time you take your lunch, you can put lunch there because that's also a non-negotiable. Non-negotiables are things where it's required of you. Like you can't tell your husband to go work for you and clock in, right? You can't tell your husband to go eat for you. You can't tell your kids to wake up and do the meditation. Like what's actually needed from you without a shadow of a doubt, those are your non-negotiables. Write them on your calendar. Okay, second thing, leisure time. And when I say leisure time, think of it like your self-care. This is the part where I fill my cup. Why? Because everyone else get the overflow. We're not operating from half full cup. You notice I said half full, not half empty, because we're not even trying to be empty, right? My half full cup, what do I need? How do I get nourished? How do I pour back into myself? What are you doing? Reading a book, going outside for a walk, working out, painting. I don't know. Making some candles. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. Horseback riding. Speaking of, the reason why I like to put this task second and not last, because most of us just want to put this type of stuff on our calendar last, and then we wonder why we feel overwhelmed. We wonder why we have anxiety. We wonder why we feel burnt out or get burnt out so quickly because we're not taking the time to pour back into ourselves. And I once heard a story about Chanel. Yep, the Coco Chanel. One of her biggest business ideas was not born or developed or created when she was in her office space at the sewing machine making the clothes or whatnot. No, it was when she was doing something that didn't require anything from her business or anything from her money making activity. She was just horseback riding. And one of her most lucrative ideas, and I don't want to say what it is, but if I find the little the write up, I will link it below. But I want to say it was something in regards to the like the buttons on a outfit, how it kind of looked like horseback riding gear, but for the modern day woman that was going into office and going into work. It was something of that nature, but it was one of her most lucrative ideas, and she didn't get it while she was grinding and busting her tail. It was when she was leisurely horseback riding as a hobby, doing something she loved. So that's why we put the leisure things second when we're planning out our weekly plan sheet. And I'll call this a weekly plan sheet, but it can be a monthly plan sheet. It can be a quarterly plan sheet, and you only change the things that needs to be changed. So I'm a backup engineer by day, and we call these things incremental backups. Like you're only changing or backing up what's been changed, right? So only make the changes of what's being changed. Maybe this is no longer football season for your son, and you normally take him to practice. So now you only make that change, but everything else on your plan sheet pretty much stays the same, okay? And then the last thing you add to your time blocks is, well, first of all, you look and see if there is any white space of where you can find time to create extra income in your life. And now you can see, oh, Tuesdays at 7 p.m., it's a white space. I'm not doing anything. Let me use this time, this hour block, this 30-minute block, this 15-minute block, like whatever it is, use that. And then you can see where you have time to add an extra stream of income, right? But, because I know we are high achievers even when it comes to our schedule. We are high achievers when it really comes to our calendar. And you may say, girl, I have no white space. I only have like one or two. Well, this is a time you use my 4D method. And as I stated, I go into this in more detail, explaining it better in my workshop. But just for a little crash course, this one you need to figure out if you're going to do, delegate, delete, or just delight. And you have to make a decision. You're at a choice point. Make a decision today. Why? Because a decisive woman is dangerous. Okay, I hope that helped. You can see how my engineering brain thinks, right? Systems. This is a system. It's a tool to help you elevate your income and design your life. How? On purpose. All right, honey bun. Well, our shift is over, but the mission isn't. Let me know in the comments, where did you decide to clock in from today to get the soreness out? You can say anything. Your city. Akila, I'm on my lunch break. I'm in my office. I'm at the park. Whatever. I can't wait to see where you guys are clocking in from. So with that being said, go out into the world today. Be great. Be elevated. Go make today awesome so yesterday gets jealous. And I'll see you in the next episode where we clock back in just to get a little bit more of the soreness out. Make sure you are subscribed. Turn on that notification bell so you won't miss it. Okay, bye for now.